What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It is your boy, Octagon Jordan, baby. We are here to break down UFC Paris against Renato Moicano. It's a pretty good card. I'm here to dissect it for you. I'm not going to do a deep dive. I'm not going to do a deep analysis a la Luke Thomas, a la an MMA Joey. I'm going to give you some tidbits about each fight. What initially jumps out to me about the matchup, who I think is going to win, why I think they're going to win, and how I think the fight's going to play out in a short summary version. And if you don't like that, you can go fuck yourself. I got a comment on one of my last videos that said, I am incredibly annoying and that I should just talk normally. Just give commentary and insight. Well, go fuck yourself. That's not what we do on this channel, baby. We're here for entertainment. Octagon Jordan's here to entertain the people. That's what the Octanites want, and that's what the Octanites are going to get. So we're flying our candy asses over to Paris. We're going to eat some French fries, some snails, some escargot, with a little Benoit. Let's get right into it. Fuck that guy. Benoit Renato Moicano. It's a great card. Solid card. I'm not as horned up for it as some of my compadres on the MMA YouTube community. It's an okay card. It's not a sneaky good card. Oh, Joe Anderson Brito. It's okay. It's all right. It's got a couple good Ludovic Klein versus a fucking can. It's okay. It's a decent card. Brendan Allen. Oh, a grappler's matchup. Ha. Oh. It's a good card. It's okay. It's not amazing. It's not outstanding. It's decent. It's decent. So let's get into it with the first fight. We're going to start off at the main event. Fuck it. Who cares? This is what we do here on this channel. Okay? We go outside of the norm. And to that person that left the comment, oh, just give commentary and insight. Talk normally. That's not what we do here, bro. Wake up. You little fucking teak of a thing, yeah? You little fucking scrub of a thing. Suck me fucking bullocks. Renato Moicano, Benoit Denis. Interesting matchup here. Both guys are natural grapplers. They want to get it to the floor. They want to use their jiu-jitsu. I think Benoit Denis is more aggressive, more vicious than Renato Moicano. I think he's got more killer instinct. But that kind of falls right in line with Renato Moicano's game. He waits for people to gas out, be overly aggressive, and he takes advantage. Similar to what he did to Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner battered him in the first round, put him on his ass. Then Jalen Turner gassed out. Moicano used his grappling, got on top, and broke Jalen Turner. Broke him. Punched him in the face a bunch. He couldn't get out of the full mount. He couldn't get out of anything. He was tired. He was winded. He was gassed out. And Moicano's got great cardio. He took advantage. Did the same thing against Drew Dober. Took it to the ground, gassed out Drew Dober, stayed on top, won rounds. Frustrated Dober. Dober was flipping and flopping like a fish out of water. Moicano was just riding the wave on top. Both these guys are very similar styles, similar ways of victory. I got to go Benoit Denis here. I think he's too dangerous, too much of a killer instinct for Renato Moicano. I think he's too strong, physically strong, and I don't think he's going to gas out like he did against Dustin Poirier. I don't think he's coming in with staph infection. I think he's coming in fresh. I think he's coming in with a point to prove. I think he knows that he's stronger than Moicano. He's probably tougher than Moicano, although Moicano's a tough bastard. I just think the aggression is going to be the difference maker here. Obviously, that could go against Benoit Denis as well. He could be overly aggressive. He could gas out, similar to Jalen Turner, similar to Drew Dober, similar to a lot of Moicano's past opponents. I just don't see that happening here at a war this time around. Don't see it happening this time around. I think he's going to come in prepared. He's got the home crowd behind him, the Paris crowd. Those people are fucking horny for blood. I don't know what's going on over there in Paris. They are jonesing for some violence. Maybe it's so fucking boring over there, staring at the Eiffel Tower, eating fucking snails. They're just like, I want to see someone get fucking knocked out. Fuck. Well, guess what? Benoit Denis is your boy then. He doesn't have the crispest striking. He's not going to be Petr Yan in there. He's not going to be fucking Jeff Neal in there. He's not going to be fucking Conor McGregor with the left hand. Dustin Poirier boxing. But he's aggressive. He's tenacious. He's got great grappling. He's got great striking. Ask Ismail Bonfim. He might not be the best with his hands. Ismail Bonfim found out. Oh, give me more. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, just fuck me up. Why don't one more? Just destroyed Ismael Bonfim's entire rib cage. Destroyed. Haven't seen him since. I think he fought like Vince Pichel or some shit, but Ismael Bonfim is fucked. He thought he could take it. Oh, I could take those body shots. That's nothing. One more from the God of War. 2 more. Oh, I'm subbing out, ref. I'm subbing out. I'm done. Denis is not going to give Moicano a second to breathe in this matchup. He's not going to let him off the hook like Jalen Turner did. I think he's going to be too aggressive, too vicious for Moicano, and he's going to win by second round. KO. Next fight. Nasruddin Imavov against Brendan Allen. Interesting matchup here. I've always faded Nasruddin Imavov. I bet against him in the Jared Cannonier matchup. I bet against him in the Roman Dolidze matchup. But he's been proving me wrong. He's pretty well-rounded, actually. He uses his wrestling to anti-wrestling, Justin Gaethje-esque. Doesn't really get held down much. Actually took down Chris Curtis, who's impossible to take down. I think Chris Curtis has a 95% takedown defensive rate. Imavov took down Chris Curtis. Imavov knocked out Jared Cannonier with striking on the feet. I know, early stoppage, but still didn't get battered by Jared Cannonier, didn't get taken down by Jared Cannonier, and TKO Jared Cannonier was striking. He's a good striker. He's a Russian sniper. He's well-rounded. He's good on the ground. I don't see him getting submitted by Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen's good. He's on a 5-fight winning streak, maybe even 6, 7-fight winning streak. I'm not entirely sure. But if you look at who he's beaten, Andre Muniz, scrub ass, out of the UFC. Guy sucks ass. Jocko fucking blows. He's in PFL now. Nobody's ever heard of him. Bruno Silva, 6-fight losing streak. Lost to Chris Weidman by eye poke. Bruno Silva's a scrub. Paul Craig. I'm going to run through all of fucking Scotland. Paul Craig. Get me and Johnny Walker. We are fucking so much pussy here in Scotland. Paul Craig. Paul Craig's a dead fucking body. What are we doing? He lost to Kyle Baralho. He got KO'd by Johnny Walker with a fucking back fist. The guy's done. Paul Craig sucks. His last win was against Chris Curtis, who he lost to prior, and he was losing to this time around. Won a split decision because Chris Curtis ripped his hamstring off the bone in the 5th round. Brendan Allen's weak on the feet. Not that good. Wrestling's mediocre. He's great jiu-jitsu, great rear naked chokes, very strong. Strong as an ox. I don't think it's going to work against Imavov. I don't. I think Imavov's going to stuff the grappling, similar to what he did with Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze is a strong, tough bastard. He's not quick. He doesn't have great double leg takedown shots, single leg wrestling shots, takedowns. I understand that. Brendan Allen, way younger than Roman Dolidze, way quicker than Roman Dolidze, better technique than Roman Dolidze, way more swift, way more smooth than Roman Dolidze. I understand that, but I just think Imavov is on a roller coaster at this point. Like I said, I faded Imavov. I've lost a bunch of bets on Imavov, and I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just not. I think Brendan Allen's only way to win this fight is by decision. I don't think he's going to KO Imavov. I don't think he's going to sub Imavov. I think Imavov's stronger than him, has better striking than him, and can win by KO. He can win by decision. He might be able to win by sub. So I'm taking Nasruddin. Nasruddin? I'm taking your motherfucking ass, yeah, I'm taking him. Give me the late round KO. The 3rd round KO. Brendan Allen shooting desperately for the legs, gets a knee to the face, or Travis Brown elbows, rolls on his back, Gilbert Burns, Jack Della Maddalena style, and he gets fucking flatlined. Fuck you, Brendan Allen. Next fight. Joe Anderson Brito against William Gomez. What are we doing here, UFC? We're giving the most physical, bruiser, just dirty boxing in the clinch, elbows, knees, power guillotines, against a stick and move guy who likes to keep it clean, who likes to keep it neat, who likes to stay safe and touch and go, win by points. Joe Anderson Brito has wins over Diego Lopez, Jack Shore, Andre Fili, Chepe Mariscal. William Gomez has beaten people like Giannis Gamori, Francis Marshall, split decision with Francis fucking Marshall. Joe Anderson Brito had to beat Diego Lopez on Dana White's Contender Series. Diego motherfucking Lopez. Before that, he fought Chepe Mariscal. 1st round KO. Chepe'd. Chepe got Chepe'd. Yeah, done. Andre Fili. Thanks for coming. KO. Get fucked. Jonathan Pierce. Submission guy. Grappler. Ninja choke. Get fucked. Jack Shore. The Welsh prodigy. You're done. William Gomez, you're getting fucked, dude. Too physical, too bruising, too intense, too in your face, too dirty boxing, too much physicality, too much brutality. This motherfucker, look, he's got earrings in. He's Mr. Pretty Boy. You're telling me this guy is going to take bruising to the face, a hematoma? You want it on J-Check, Zhang Wei Li style, and keep fighting, Irene Aldana type cut, and keep going? No. I'm sorry, William Gomez. I'm sure you're a tough guy. I'm sure you're tougher than me. I'm sure you can take a punch. But your fighting style isn't indicative of that. It's just not. It's indicative of someone who likes to use his athleticism and be an athlete out there. Be an athlete and touch and move and do all this type of shit. And that's just not going to work against a savage like Joe Anderson Brito. It ain't happening. I'm going first round, brutal, vicious KO for Brito. Kevin Gisette, Brian Battle. Interesting matchup here. Both guys pretty similar in age, similar in records, both 10-2. Brian Battle's 30 years old. Kevin Gisette's 31 years old. I could see why UFC match made this fight. They want to see which prospect is on the up and up and which one might not be able to make it. Obviously, Brian Battle used to fight up a weight class. He's the Ultimate Fighter champion. We used to know him as Pooh Bear, but he's transformed. Now it's Brian the Butcher Battle. Cut his hair, bro. This guy is the fucking butcher. The butcher. The motherfucking butcher. Give me some fucking steak and some fucking turkey. I be chopping that shit. I'm going to get some money for fighting motherfuckers. That's what he's thinking in his head. That's all he's thinking about. Let me get to the gym. Let me get in shape. Let me bust some skulls. And let me put some food on my table for my family. I'm the butcher. Had a draw against Angelosa. Was fucking Angelosa up. Was just giving him a clinic. Angelosa had no chance. AJ Fletcher, goodbye. Gabe Green, first round KO. Lost to Renato Fakradinov. You weren't ready for the grappling. That's fine. Kevin Gisette, who you beating, man? Kanan Song? What you doing for me? Kiefer Crosby? Kiefer Crosby was touching him up. Kiefer Crosby was touching Kevin Gisette. I just watched it. Hit him with a mean right hook. I think a mouthpiece went flying. Head got jostled back by a couple jabs. The announce team was talking up Kiefer Crosby. Oh, Kiefer looks good here. This guy might be the future. And Kevin Gisette was way bigger than him, way taller. Was able to get his back and submit him at the end of the first round, but it wasn't lights out. It wasn't like Brian Battle against Angelosa in the first round where he was just completely outschooling him, outclassing him. Completely. Angelosa shouldn't even have been in there with him. He thanking the heavens that eye got poked. And meanwhile, Kevin Gisette's getting touched up by Kiefer Crosby, and then he fights Sean Kanan in decision. Not memorable whatsoever. I don't even remember that fight. I got to go Brian Battle here. The Butcher. Kevin Gisette just doesn't seem like he's got what it takes to be in the top 15. I can see Brian Battle being in the top 15. He's used to fighting a middleweight, by the way. And he's schooling guys like Angelosa. Jack Della Maddalena fought Angelosa on the Contender Series, won by decision. Beat him up, but it was a close fight. I think one of the judges gave one round to Angelosa. Touched up JDM a couple times. Brian Battle was schooling him in the first round, putting on a clinic. So I'm going Battle. I'm going Battle decision. I think Gisette's tough. I think both guys are tough. It's going to be a close matchup, but I like Battle's front kicks. I like his kicking game. I like how he stays at range, and then he waits for his opponent to come in and attacks him. And he's got more quickness down at welterweight. So I like Battle for sure. Morgan Charrier, Gabriel Miranda. Gabriel Miranda, he's a plus 400 here. A lot of people are counting him out. I'm picking Morgan Charrier here, but I think it's going to be closer than the odds have it. They got Miranda at a plus 400. I don't see that. Miranda, he fought Benoit Saint-Denis, man. He fought Benoit Saint-Denis, and he looked good. It was a war. The first round, I think he hurt Saint-Denis, and there was a grappling exchange, and then Saint-Denis got him up against the fence, and classic Benoit Saint-Denis style where he just overloads his opponent, overwhelms his opponent. His opponent doesn't know where to go. They're getting hurt. They just give up on the floor, which is what happened to Mr. Monopoly guy here. But he looked good, and then he came back and he beat Shane Young. He beat Shane Young, and then he got cut from the UFC or some shit. Let me actually even see what happened to this guy's career, because he looked decent against Benoit Saint-Denis, and then he beat Shane Young in his next fight. Win-win. Made it to the end of the second round against Benoit Saint-Denis. That's further than Thiago Moises made it. That's further than Ismail Bonfim made it. That's further than Matt Favola made it with Benoit Saint-Denis. And then he comes back and he wins first round rear naked choke, Shane Young. Guy's decent. He's decent. He's got some losses, but he's decent. So plus 400, I don't see plus 400. I do think Morgan Charrier is going to win the fight. I think Charrier is very underrated. His record doesn't do him justice. I thought he won his last fight against Chepe Mariscal. I gave him the decision. Morgan Charrier, he's very athletic, quick twitch muscles, great kicks, great body kicks, great head kicks, very quick punching, great arsenal of weapons, very fast, just an athlete, and very just aesthetically pleasing. He's one of those fighters that's fun to watch. He's not going to lay and pray. He's got some grappling, but his grappling's kind of Arman Tsarukyan-esque, Mateusz Gamrot versus Arman Tsarukyan, where they're just grapple fucking each other. Pretzel. Carlos Diego Ferreira against Benil Dariush. You guys remember that? That's what Morgan Charrier does. He's scrambling. He's always moving. He's never accepting position. He's just a little fucking Energizer bunny in there. And he's got great kicks, great striking. He's tough as nails. I thought he won his last fight. I think he's going to win in the second round, but I don't like the plus 400 for Gabriel Miranda. I think Miranda's better than that. I think he has a chance. I think it's going to be competitive in the first round. But ultimately, I think Charrier is going to be too fast, too many weapons, and I think he gets him out of there in the second round. But I like Miranda, though. I think Miranda's got a shot at it. I think he's going to make it competitive. All right, last fight I'm going to break down. We got prelims look OG versus Duncan. Chick fight, whatever. Ellen Perez, ugly chick that likes to twerk, fat ass, butterface. Sorry, not sorry. Lapalus against Morales. That's a fight that's destined to go to decision. Ludovic Klein against Roosevelt Roberts. Ludovic Klein's a whopping minus 800 favorite here. Not a good fight. I'm not really looking forward to this one whatsoever. It's going to be a one-round beatdown. Ludovic Klein. I wish there was an option for first-minute KO. First-minute KO? Is that on here? Can I get extra points? Tapology, please. Ion Cutelaba. Guy's washed at this point. But we got Faraz Ziam against Matt Steamroller Favola. Faraz Ziam's won 3 in a row, but look who he's beaten. Michael Figlak. No one's ever heard of that motherfucker. Nobody. Jai Herbert. Boring fight. 0 people have watched that on Fight Pass. Guarantee that's got 0 fucking views on Fight Pass. The fight sucked. I got that fight ranked up with Neil Magny and Phil Rowe. I should do a Twitter poll or YouTube poll. Which fight would you rather rewatch? If I was torturing you and I had to sit you down in a chair and strap you down and just replay one fight for a week straight, would it be Ziam against Jai Herbert or would it be Neil Magny against Phil Rowe? Which one would be more torturous? Throw in Rose Namajunas, Carlos Esparza in there. You could throw in William Knight, Marcin Prachnio in there. But Faraz Ziam's up there. Claudio Puelles, split decision? How do you go to a split decision? Claudio Puelles only does submissions. How does he win 2 fucking rounds? Guy has 0 striking, and Ziam's supposed to be this tall, lanky striker, 6'1", compared to 5'9" for Steamroller Favola. Well, hey, newsflash. Favola's got a KO win over Drew Dober. A KO win over the Atman himself, Atman Azaitar. I think he's Favola's Atman at his house now. Sits in front of the TV during Red Zone. Welcome to the witching hour, where wins become losses. Losses become wins. Atman, stay right there. Stay right there. I need my fucking nachos. You are my own human Atman. Atman personified. That's you little bitch. And Valdez, KO. And then loses to Benoit Saint-Denis in the first round after a competitive first round. I don't believe in Ziam here. I think Claudio Puelles' split decision is weak. Jai Herbert fight sucked. Figlak's a scrub. McKinney is not even strong. Rear naked chokes you. No. I'm going underdog, KO, second round. I think Ziam keeps him in range in the first round. It's kind of a boring, slow first round. They come out the second round. Steamrollers anxious to get something going, trying to get the steam up. No pun intended. Ziam's on the back foot, pot shotting, keeping him at range, and then Steamroller just comes in and backs him up against the fence and fucking clubs him out cold, baby. Ray Longo! Long Island, yeah! Fuck him up, Aljo! Fuck him up, Aljo! Fuck him up, Steamroller! Steamroller! Yeah, Ziam, yeah, bro. It's over for you. Second round, KO. Those are the picks. Charrier, Favola, battle. Brito, Imavov, and Benoit. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate the love. What the fuck? Thanks for joining me. I appreciate the love, baby. Octagon Jordan, out.